Hello all, welcome to Public Cloud Design Tips and Tricks again. Today's topic is Azure Storage Explorer. So we are going to discuss fundamentals and usage of Azure Storage Explorer in this session. So what is Azure Storage Explorer again? So Azure Storage Explorer is an application that can be used to access Azure storage accounts from a device from any platform like Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. It can be treated as a graphical representation of Azure storage account inside a subscription resource group within Azure. So this can be used to browse through blob queue table files disk inside a storage account, and this is a free tool available at Microsoft to interact with storage accounts seamlessly. So basically what you can think of is you create a storage account and then you have a software to interact with that storage account for your day-to-day operational purpose. That is where it is used. Yeah. So, what are the basic requirements of having an Azure Storage Explorer? So, first of all, it is supported in various platforms, as I said, like Windows 64, Windows ARM 64, Mac OS 64, Mac OS ARM 64, Linux, Snapshot Store, Linux Star. These are the different possibilities where you can install Azure Storage Explorer. So, uh, especially for Windows, it's again supported version are 10.8.7. And what you need to do as a prerequisite to test this particular software is you essentially have to have a subscription, and within that you should have a resource group. Then you should create a storage account, and then within Windows you should have .NET Framework installed. When you start installing Azure Storage Explorer, it will also ask you to include .NET Framework. And Azure Storage Explorer you can also use from the portal itself. So if you when you go to the storage account in the left pane, you can also get the Explorer view of that particular storage. So you have two different flavors you can work with. Is one is a local installation you can do within your laptop or device, and you can also use the portal, and you can use the Explorer to interact with the storage account. So there are two possibilities. Okay, now little bit fundamental again to recap what is Azure storage account again. So Azure storage account is is a namespace essentially, and that can be accessible through HTTPS from anywhere. Now within Azure storage account, you have blob, queues, tables, files, and disk. So blob is meant to store objects like you know uh, unstructured data like MP3, movies, PDFs, documents, photos, all these things. Queues are meant to store messages, and it can support up to 64 KB of a single message. Tables are meant to store unstructured data basically. So tables are meant to store structured data, but the essential infrastructure is again a NoSQL data store for the table. And files, like it's a distributed network file system, and then you can that can be accessible using SMB protocol. And the last one is the disk for VMs and application data. So these are the different storage capability within your storage account, and these are the things where you can interact to basically using this Azure Storage Explorer to different uh, storage flavor. Okay. Yeah. Now coming to, if you start working with it, then first you have to create a Azure subscription, or you can use the default subscription that comes when you have a free subscription. So I use the default subscription here, and then what I did, I created a storage account. It's a trial storage account I have created, and within that trial storage account, again, you can have those different flavors like blob, file, queue, table, all those things. Now the second step is I installed the Storage Explorer from the specific site of Microsoft I have given here. So if you go to the site, then there is a option of download, and within that download, if you go to the drop down, then you can get different flavors that is being supported to install the Azure Storage Explorer. Okay, I have chosen Windows 60, x64, and once you click that, then there is an installation procedure, and that is where it will also ask you to install the .NET framework, especially for Windows. And then once you uh, install that software, then you have a view like the below one. So that is where you will get to sign in into uh, the Azure subscription. Essentially, you have. So you have to use your user ID or credential details to sign in into that particular subscription. And once you are successfully logged in into that, then you will be popped up with the successfully connected to specific user ID, and then you will get your subscription ID in the left side of the Azure Storage Explorer. So that is where you are connected into the Storage Explorer software, or using the Azure Storage Explorer software to your Azure subscription. So that is how it looks like. And once you down, once you go to the download now and start uh, downloading the executable, then you have a software like this Storage Explorer Windows x64. Okay, so these are the essential things to download the software, install the software, and then connect to your subscription. Yeah. So previously I created a trial storage account, and now that storage account gets synced into the Storage Explorer on the laptop where you have installed the Storage Explorer. So this is how you can view your trial storage account. So once it is connected, then there is a Explorer view. If you go to the Explorer view, then you have a default emulator storage account, and then the one you have created is what I have created here is a trial storage account. So within that you have blob, file, queue, tables, those things will come into picture. Now, why generally we are using the Storage Explorer software is I can do the necessary operational activity using this software. Okay, instead of going into the Azure portal and do the things that also I can do, but this software will help you to integrate seamlessly with the storage account that you have already created. So here I've given an example. For example, I want to create a blob container. So by default, you will always have a dollar logs container. But if you want to create your own container, then you can use the Storage Explorer, and you just go to the storage account, and then within that blob containers, then you just do a right click, and then you will have all these options like create blob container, open container by name, past, all these things. You can configure cores, all these things you can do. So what I did here is I create a new container, and that is ABC. Okay. So if you see the right hand side, then I have already created a new container ABC. Okay. Now you can correlate, like once you create a new container ABC, that also gets reflected in your storage account. So the upper part is the storage account view where the ABC is visible, a new container, and the below is what you have already created. Now, once you go to that particular specific container ABC, then you have a lot of different operational activity you can do, like upload a file, you can do download a file, all these things you can do. Okay, so you can try this. So you go to the storage account in the portal. Within that ABC, you can upload a normal text file. So once you done with that, then you can view that specific uploaded file in the Storage Explorer view, or you can do the vice versa. You can upload a file in the Storage Explorer, and that can be reflected on the portal view. So that different combination you can try out. Similarly, for the file queues, also you can create new queues, new files, all these things you can do for your day-to-day operational activities. Okay, so please do some hands-on on Azure Storage Explorer. It's a very seamless tool where you can easily connect to your storage account using a SAS key based connection string that you can get it from the portal view actually once you created a storage account, and then you can easily connect the storage account. So please use this tool and do some hands-on in that in different flavors. Okay. Yeah, so that is what, in short, I wanted to share with you today. So you can go to this specific link from Microsoft and then start downloading the software and start using the software with your Azure subscription storage account. Yeah, so that is what it is for the day. Thank you and have a good day.